and they should be better this year. The Broncos, another team that is in that window. And different coaches have different approaches as to how they go about speaking the word Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Mentioning the possibility, because you don't want to have unrealistically high expectations for your team. You'd rather have low expectations, because then if you have, a 10-7 year and you get a wild card berth, it feels pretty good. But if everybody expected you to go to the Super Bowl, it feels like a failure. Here's Sean Payton on the 2025 Broncos. The short-term goal is winning the division, but this team is capable of winning the Super Bowl. I've coached teams, 6 teams, that I thought could win the Super Bowl. Some went to championship games, some to the playoffs. This is my 7th team that I think has that. Now, he's 1 for 5, right? Or 1 and 5, not 1 for 5, 1 for 6, 1 and 5 when it comes to his 6 Super Bowl teams that he thought could make it to the Super Bowl, because only 1 did. And obviously the 2018 Saints should have. Right. That was the horrific missed interference call.
Could be 2 and 4.
Maybe the 2017 Saints, after they wiped out the deficit with the Vikings before the Minneapolis Miracle. I don't know. Maybe the Saints could have beaten the Eagles. I don't know. But yeah, the fact that he views in his 3rd year with the Broncos, this collection of players is already at the point where they could make it to the Super Bowl. And is it a surprise? It was his 4th year in New Orleans that they won a Super Bowl. He's 1 year ahead of schedule.
Right. He went to the NFC Championship game his 1st year in New Orleans.
Right away.
Remember? Right?
Right away.
Lost to the Bears. I think Sean Payton's the kind of guy that he doesn't say this unless he believes it. And to me, this has the feeling of like, one, he sees a team with this talent and they're young in some spots. And I think he's saying it so they believe it. I think it's a little bit of like, hey guys, like I don't think, some of you guys are young. We got a young quarterback. You might not know your butt from your elbow or whatever else, but I'm just telling you, you guys are good. And this is not new. Anybody, I think I've told you this through the spring and everything else. I know some people out there in Denver. I know how excited they are about their football team. They've been saying things like this behind the scene. Not that they're going to win the Super Bowl, but that they think their team is really good. It was one of the best defenses in football last year. They think it's going to be better. Bo Nix, year 2. It was awesome year 1. They got a RJ Harvey, who they think is going to be special and is already the starting running back there out in Denver. They got Cortland Sutton lined up. Yeah. So I think he's saying this to make his team believe and realize, hey, you guys are legit here. So let's stay on crossing the T's and dotting the I's here, because you could have something to say when in the AFC when it's all said and done here.
Yeah, it was huge to go on the road, get 2 tough wins against 2 really good football teams, 2 tough defenses, 2 tough offenses. I mean, you can't say enough about our defense on this winning stretch. So they're going to continue to give us the ball back. Now we got to find ways to score, more than just a few points. But that's part of it. You find a way to win in this league, and that's a big day. So they kept them out of the end zone, and we found a way to get in the end zone one time, and that was the difference in the game.
Broncos country, buckle up. The Denver Broncos are back, and they're not just here to play, they're here to dominate. In 2024, this team shocked the NFL, storming to a 10-7 record and a playoff berth for the first time since 2015. A franchise once lost in the wilderness of mediocrity has found its spark, and it's burning brighter than ever. Leading the charge, second-year quarterback Bo Nix, who torched defenses with 3,775 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, and a 66.3% completion rate in his rookie season, numbers that scream franchise savior. But here's the gut punch question. Is this team a legitimate Super Bowl contender? Or are we staring down the barrel of another heartbreaking collapse? Coach Sean Payton, a man who's tasted Super Bowl glory, isn't mincing words. He's called this his 7th team, capable of hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. But with a 1-5 record on his previous 6 Super Bowl teams, is Payton's bold claim a rallying cry or a dangerous delusion? Let's dive into the fire and find out if Denver's ready to rewrite history or crash and burn. But before we crown the Broncos as AFC kings, let's talk about the man under center. Bo Nix's meteoric rise is undeniable. But can he survive the chaos of a safety blitz, and lead this team to glory. Let's break it down. Bo Nix isn't just a quarterback, he's the heartbeat of this Broncos squad. In 2024, he didn't just play. He rewrote the record books, dropping 29 touchdown passes, the second most by a rookie in NFL history, trailing only Justin Herbert. His 4% turnover-worthy play rate from Week 4 onward was the best in the league, proving he's got ice in his veins. But here's the cold, hard truth. The NFL doesn't care about your rookie heroics. Defenses are coming for Nix in 2025, and they're bringing exotic blitzes to test his mettle. In a recent preseason clash against the 49ers, Robert Saleh's safety blitz caught Nix flat-footed, forcing a safety that had Broncos fans holding their breath. Was it a fluke? Or a warning sign of a sophomore slump? Critics are already whispering that ESPN's Mike Clay projects a dip 3,510 yards, 24 TDs, and 11 INTs in 2025. That's a step back, not forward. Yet, Nix himself is unfazed, declaring, "I want to be the best in the world." Bold words, but can he back them up when the pressure's on? With a stacked roster, new weapons like Evan Engram and J.K. Dobbins, plus a returning Cortland Sutton, Nix has no excuses. The question isn't if he's good, it's if he's great. Nix may be the spark, but it's the defense that's the backbone of this team. Let's shift gears and unpack how Denver's elite defense is setting the stage for a championship run. If the Broncos are a house, their defense is the foundation, unbreakable, unyielding, and downright terrifying. In 2024, they ranked second in the NFL in EPA allowed per play, suffocating offenses with a 74 defensive grade. Pat Surtain II, fresh off a Defensive Player of the Year award, is the cornerstone, leading a secondary that could be the league's best in 2025. Add in rising stars like Nick Bonito, who single-handedly derailed Kyle Shanahan's game plan in the preseason, and rookie Jahdae Barron, who posted a 91 coverage grade at Texas. This unit doesn't just stop opponents, it crushes their souls. In their 30-9 rout of the 49ers, Denver's defense held San Francisco scoreless for 30 unanswered points, allowing just one touchdown drive in a preseason statement. Sean Payton himself said, "You can't say enough about our defense on this winning stretch." But here's the controversy. Some argue this defense is too reliant on Surtain. If he falters, does the whole unit crumble? That's the question haunting Broncos country. The defense is a juggernaut, but championships aren't won on grit alone. Can the offense, led by new faces like R.J. Harvey and Trent Sherfield, keep up? Let's explore the firepower Denver's bringing to the table. The Broncos' offense isn't just evolving, it's exploding with potential. Enter R.J. Harvey, the rookie running back who's already turning heads. In his first NFL action against the 49ers, Harvey showcased his elusiveness, pressing the hole and bouncing outside for a crucial first down. A play Javonte Williams would have bulldozed for minimal gain, with an 86th percentile missed tackles forced rate and a 97th percentile breakaway rate. Harvey's a home run threat every time he touches the ball. Then there's Trent Sherfield, the unsung hero who's rewriting the script for Denver's receiving corps. His sideline toe-tap touchdown in the preseason proved he's more than just a blocker. Unlike Lil Jordan Humphrey, Sherfield's a contested catch machine with special teams upside. Add in tight end Evan Engram and running back J.K. Dobbins, and this offense is loaded. But here's the kicker. The first-team offense looked sluggish in that 30-9 win, raising red flags. Was it fatigue from a grueling joint practice just 48 hours earlier? Or a sign of deeper issues? Sean Payton's meticulous planning was thrown off by 14 surprises. He refused to detail equipment failures, play calling chaos. Whatever it was, it's a crack in the armor that could spell disaster. The offense has the pieces, but special teams could be the X factor, with Will Lutz locking in field goals. Let's see how Denver's kicking game could tip the scales in their Super Bowl quest. In the high-stakes world of the NFL, games are won or lost on the margins, and that's where special teams shine. Will Lutz, Denver's clutch kicker, was perfect in the preseason, drilling every field goal attempt despite reported struggles in joint practices. Last season, Lutz's reliability was a quiet weapon, and in 2025, he's poised to be the difference in tight games. Then there's Trent Sherfield, whose special teams prowess adds another layer to his value. But let's not sugarcoat it. Special teams can also be a liability. One missed kick, one botched punt, and Super Bowl dreams can evaporate. The Broncos' 30-9 preseason win showed their depth, but it also exposed vulnerabilities. San Francisco's only points outside their touchdown came from a safety. With the AFC West gauntlet looming, can Lutz and company deliver when the pressure's on? The pieces are in place, but can this team put it all together? Let's wrap up with the burning question. Are the Broncos true Super Bowl contenders? Or are they doomed to fall short? Broncos country, this is it, the moment of truth. Sean Payton's bold declaration that this team can win Super Bowl 60 at Levi's Stadium isn't just talk. It's a battle cry. With a 10-7 record and a playoff berth in 2024, Denver's ahead of schedule, boasting an elite defense, a dynamic quarterback in Bo Nix, and new offensive weapons like R.J. Harvey and Trent Sherfield. But the ghosts of Payton's past loom large 1-5 on his Super Bowl teams, haunted by missed calls and miracles. Critics argue Denver's offense is too inconsistent, their reliance on Surtain too risky, and Nix's projected dip in 2025 a red flag. Yet, the faithful in Broncos country are buzzing, with fans on X proclaiming this team's defense is better than ever and Nix is ready to soar. The AFC West is a war zone, with Kansas City's dynasty standing in the way. So, what's it gonna be? Will Denver storm Levi's Stadium and claim Super Bowl glory? Or will they crumble under the weight of their own hype? One thing's certain, this team is built to fight, and they're coming for it all.